गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरं गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। हरि ओम। वर्णानामर्थसंघानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मंगलानां च कर्तारौ वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ। ओम भवानी शंकरौ वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासस्वरूपिणौ याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धस्वान्तस्थमीश्वरम्। ओम वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरुं शङ्कररूपिणं यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्रः सर्वत्र बन्ध्यते। श्रीराम जय राम। बंदव गुरुपदकंज कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुंज जासु वचन रवि कर निकर। श्री राम जय जय राम। समाज नर नारी सब देखी दुखारी दीन मुए मारी मंगल छहत मघवा महा कपट कुचाली शिवे सुर राजू पर अकाज प्रिय आपन काजू। काक समान पाकरे छली मलिन करतहूँ न प्रीति। प्रथम कुमत कर कपटु संकेला सो चाटू सबके सिर मेला। सुर माया सब लोग राम प्रेम अतिशयन बिछोहे। भय उचाट बस मन थिर नाही क्षण बन रुचिर क्षण सदन सोहाई। दुबुधि दुविध मनोगति प्रजा सरित सिंधु संगम जन बारी। दुछि कतहूँ परितोषु न लहही, एक एक सन मरमु न कही। लिखी ही हसी राम, लिखी ही हसी कह कृपा निधानु। सरिस स्वान मघवान सुबानु। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। भरतु जनकु मुनि जन सचिव, साधु सचेत बिहाई। लागी देवा माया सबही जथा योग जनु पाय। कृपा सिंधु लखी लोग दुखारे, निज स्नेह सुर पति छल भारे। सभा राऊ गुरु महीसुर मंत्री, भरत भगति सब के मति जंत्री। राम ही चितवत चित्र लिखी से, सकुचत बोलत वचन सिखी से। भरत प्रीति नति विनय बड़ाई, राम विनय बड़ाई। सुनत सुखद बरनत कठिनाई। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। जासु बिलोकी भगति लवलेसु, प्रेम मगन मुनि गण मिथिलेषु। महिमा तासु कहे किमि तुलसी, भगते सुभाय सुमति हुलसी। आपू छोटी महिमा बड़ी जानी, कवि कुल कानी मानी सकुचानी। कही न सकती गुण रुचि अधिकाई, राम मति गति बाल वचन की नाई। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। भरत विमल जसु विमल विधु, सुमति चकोर कुमारी। उदित विमल जन हृदय नभ, एकटक रही निहारी। भरत सुभाउन सुगम निगम हूँ, लघुमति चापलता कवि क्षम हूँ। कहत सुनत सती भावु भरत को, सिय राम पद होई न रत को। सुमिरत भारत ही प्रेम राम को, जहि न सुलभ प्रभु तेहि सरीस वाम को, देखी दयाल दशा सब ही की, राम सुजान जानी जन जी की। धर्म धुरी न धीर नयनागर, सत्य स्नेह शील सुख सागर, देशु काल लखी समऊ समाजू, नीति प्रीति पालक रघुराजू। श्री राम जय राम, बोले वचन वाणी सर कसु से, हित परिणाम सुनत ससिरसु से, तात भरत तुम धर्म धुरीना, लोक वेद विद प्रेम त्रिवीना। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय। कर्म वचन मानस विमल, तुम समान तुम तात, गुरु समाज लघु बंधु गुण, कुसमय किमी कही जात। जानहु तात तरनी कुल रीति, सत्य संध पितु कीरति प्रीति, समूह समाजु लाज गुरु जन उदासीन हित अनहित मन की। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय। तुम ही विदित सब ही कर आपन मोर परम हित धरमु, मुहि सब भांति भरोस तुम्हारा, तदपि कहूँ अवसर अनुसारा। तात तात बिनु बात तुम हमारी, केवल गुरुकुल कृपा संभारी। नरतरु प्रजा परिजन परिवारु, हम ही सहित सबु होत खुआरू, जो बिनु अवसर अथव दिनेसु, जग कही कहूँ न होई कलेसु। दसऊत पातु तात विधि कीन्हा, मुनि मिथिलेश राखी सबु कीन्हा। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय। राजकाज सब लाजपति, धर्म धरनी धन धाम। गुरु प्रभाव पालिही सबही, भल होई हही परिणाम। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। समाज तुम्हारा हमारा, घर घर बन गुरु प्रसाद रखवारा। मातु पिता गुरु स्वामी विदेशु, मातु पिता गुरु स्वामी निदेशु। सकल धर्म धरनी धर सेसु, सो तुम करहु करवावहु मोही। तात तरनी कुल पालक हूँ। साधक एक सकल सिद्धि देनी, कीरति सुगति भूमि में बेनी। सो विचारी सही संकटु भारी, कहरहु प्रजा परिवारु सुखारी। जय राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। बाटी विपत्ति सबही मोही भाई, तुम्हें अवधि भरी बड़ी कठिनाई। जानी तुम्हि मृदु कहूँ कठोरा, उस समय तात अनुचित मोरा। रोहि उठाय सुबंधु सहाय, जोड़ी अही हाथ असनी कोढ़े। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। सेवक कर पद नयन से, मुख सो साहिबु होई। तुलसी प्रीति की रीति सुनी, सुकवि सराहि सोई। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सभा सकल सुनी रघुवर पानी, प्रेम पयोधि अमीय जनु सानी। शिथिल समाज स्नेह समाधि, देखी दशा छुप सारद साधी। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम अब कृपाल जस आयसु होई, करो शेष धरि सादर सोई, सो अवलंब देव मुहि देई, अवधि पारु पावो जहि सेई। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय। देव देव अभिषेक हित, गुरु अनुशासन पाई, आने सब तीरथ सलिलू, तेहि कह काहू रजाई, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। एको मनोरथ परमान माही, श्री राम जय जय राम। सभय सकोच जात केहि नाही, श्री राम जय जय राम। कहूँ तात प्रभु आयसु पाई, बोले बानी स्नेह सुहाई, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। चित्रकूट सुचिथल तीरथ बन, खग मृग सुर सरि निझर गिरिगण, प्रभु पद अंकित अवनी विशेषी, आयसु होई न आवो देखी, जय राम श्री राम जय राम। अबसी अति आयसु सिर धरहूँ, बात विगत भय कानन चरहूँ, मुनि प्रसाद बनु मंगल दाता, पावन परम सुहावन भ्राता, ऋषिमाय पूजह आयसु देहि, राखे तीरथ जलु थल तेहि, सुनि प्रभु वचन भरत सुख पावा, मुनि पद कमल मुदित सिरुनावा, जय राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। भरत राम संवादु सुनी, सकल सुमंगल मूल, सुर स्वारथी सराही कुल, बरखत सुर तरु फूल, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। धन्य भरत जय राम गोसाई, कहत देव हर्षत बर आई। मुनि मिथिलेश सभा सब काहू, भरत वचन सुनि भयउ बुझाऊ। संसत राम बिसेहूं, सेवक स्वामी सुभाऊ सुहावन, प्रेमु प्रेमु अति पावन पावन, मति अनुसार सराहन लागे, सचिव सभासद सब अनुरागे। सुनि मुनि राम सुनि मुनि सुनि सुनि राम, भरत संवादु दुहु समाज धिय हर्ष विषादु, राम मातु दुख सुख सम जानी, कहि गुण राम प्रबोधि प्राणी, एक कहहि रघुवीर बराई, एक सराहत भरत भलाई, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। अत्रि कहेउ सब तब भरत सन, शैल समीप सुकूप, राखिय तीरथ दोयतः, पावन अमीय अनूप स्या, वर रामचंद्र की जय। भरत अत्रि अनुशासन पाई, जल भाजन सब दिए चलाई, सानुज आपु अत्रि मुनि साधु, सहित न गए तह कूप जगाधु, पावन पाथ पुण्य धन राखा, प्रमुदित प्रेम अत्रि अस भाषा, तात अनादि सिद्ध धन एहूं, लोप्यु काल विदित नहीं केहूं, तब से कन्ह राम तब सेवकन, सरस धनु देखा, कीन सुजल हित रूप विशेषा, विधि बस भयउ विश्व उपकारु, सुगम अगम अति धर्म विचारु, श्री राम जय जय राम। भरत भूप सब भरत भूप अब कही हहि लोगा, अति पावन तीरथ जल जोगा, प्रेम सनेम निमिषद प्राणी, कोई नहीं विमल करम मन पानी, श्री राम जय जय राम। कहत कूप महिमा सकल, गए जहाँ रघुराव, अत्रि सुनायऊ रघुवर ही, तीरथ पुण्य प्रभावु, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। कहत धर्म इतिहास प्रसप्रीति, भयउ भोरु निशि सो सुख बीती, नित्य निबाहे भरत दो भाई राम, राम अत्रि गुण आय सुपाई, सहित समाज साज सब सादे, चले राम बन अटल प्यारे, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय सहित समाज साज सब सारे चले राम पद अटल बयारे कोमल चरण चलत विरूपन ही जय मृदु भूमि सकुची मन मन ही श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम कुश कटंक राम कुश कंटक काकरी कुराई कटुक कठोर उपस्तु दुराई मही मंजुल मृदु मारग कीन्हे बहत समीर त्रिविध सुख दीन्हे श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम सुमन बरसी सुरखण करी छाही बिटप भूमि फले तृण तरुताई तृण मृदुताई राम तृण मृदुताई बिटप भूमि फले तृण मृदुताही मृग बिलो की खग बोली सुपानी मृग बिलो की खग बोली सुपानी से वही सकल राम प्रिय जाने राम प्रिय जाने राम प्रिय जाने राम प्रिय जाने से वही सकल राम प्रिय जाने श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम सुलभ सिद्धि सब प्राकृत हूँ राम कहत जमू जात सुलभ सिद्धि सब प्राकृत हूँ राम कहत जमू हाथ राम प्राण प्रिय भरत कहूँ यह न होई बड़ी बात सियावर रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय पुरेशा जगन्नाथ की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। This bhajan I'm going to do is a very old bhajan. We're asking the mind to continue worshiping Bhagavan for what is to be will be. भजमन नारायण नारायण भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। क्या हंसना क्या रोना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। कुटुंब कबीला बेटा बेटी सब अपनी कर्मों की खेती। कुटुंब कबीला बेटा बेटी सब अपनी कर्मों की खेती। मीठा फल घर जग में चाहे, मीठा फल घर जग में चाहे। बीजन करवा बोना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। क्या हंसना क्या रोना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण। पाप कमाए के धन को जोरा, मैं कर अभिमान न छोड़ा। पाप कमाए के धन को जोरा, मैं कर अभिमान न छोड़ा। मन को एक बार नहीं धोया, मन को एक बार नहीं धोया। तन को फिर क्या धोना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। कोठी नल का हार निकल गए, हरिश्चंद्र का प्रभुता बिक गए। कोठी नल का हार निकल गए, हरिश्चंद्र का प्रभुता बिक गए। खेल विधि का, खेल विधि का बड़ा अनोखा। मनवा बना खिलौना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। क्या हंसना क्या रोना पगले, होगा वही जो होना। भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण, भजुमन नारायण नारायण। संत मिलन के चाहिए, तज ममता अभिमान। जो जो पग आगे धरे कोटिन यज्ञ समान। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। सियाही लिखत पढ़त वाको पढ़ने दे। कोरा कागज काली सियाही लिखत पढ़त वाको पढ़ने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। ओ मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। हाथी चलत में अपने चाल में कुत्ता भगत अपने दे। हाथी चलत में अपने चाल में कुत्ता भुकत वाको भुकने दे। हाथी चलत में अपने चाल में कुत्ता भुकत वाको भुकने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। ओ मन तु राम सुमर राम सुमर राम राम सुमर राम सुमर राम सुमर। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। कोरा कागज काली सियाही लिखत पढ़त वाको पढ़ने दे। हाथी चलत में अपने चाल में कुत्ता भुकत वाको भुकने दे। मन तु राम सुमर मन तु राम सुमर मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो। कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो। नरक बचत वाको बचने दे। मन तु राम सुमर मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। ओ मन तु राम सुमर जग लरने दे। राम सुमर राम सुमर राम सुमर जग लरने दे।
तीर्थ किए तो एक फल, संत मिले फल चार। सतगुरु मिले फल ने, कहे कबीर विचार। आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो। आओ आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो। तुम हो जगत के दाता। 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 तुम हो तुम्ही ओ ब्रह्मा तुम्ही ओ विष्णू तुम्ही ओ शंकर रूपा सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो तुम हो अनादि रूपा आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो तुम हो जगत के दाता तुम हो जगत के दाता अनाथ नाथा दीन बंधु अनाथ नाथा दीन बंधु तुम हो आनंद रूपा अज्ञान नाशक शरण संरक्षक अज्ञान नाशक शरण संरक्षक आत्मज्ञान प्रदाता आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपितजम्बू फलसारभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापहा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः लोकाभिरामम् रणरङ्गधीरम् राजीवनेत्रम् रघुवंशनाथम् कारुण्यरूपम् करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगम् जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम् वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यम् श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। बोलो राम 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 सीता राम 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 बोलो राम 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 सीता राम 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 राजा राम 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 सीता राम 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 राजा राम 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 सीता राम 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 चरण बारिज जब देखा तब निज जन्म सफल करी लेखा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री मोरे प्रभु तुम गुरु पितु माता, जाऊं कहाँ तजी पद जल जाता। राम सदा से वक रुचि राखी, वेद पुराण साधु सुर साखी। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बिनु पद चलई सु नई बिनु काना, कर बिनु कर्म करई विधि नाना। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जिन हरि भगति हृदय नहीं आनी, जीवत सब मानते प्राणी। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। नयन निसंत रस नहीं देखा, लोचन मोर पंख करी लेखा। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। राम कथा के तेई अधिकारी, जिनके सत्संग गति अति प्यारी। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। राम 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 सीता राम राम राम, बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम। राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम, राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम। हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम, हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम। श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। Last night when we left it, all the various noble personalities who were there went to Bhagwan Ram. Bharat ji, Raja Janak ji, Vishwamitra ji, Vasishtha Maharaj, all the sages and saints, everybody, all who were there, they all went to Bhagwan Ram finally. And we saw a great amount of back and forth, tossing, what is that? Passing the ball. this one doesn't want to tell Bhagwan Ram to come back to Ayodhya, the other one doesn't want to tell, they're telling you tell, like that. That is a normal part of ordinary life also, what to talk about, where somebody has to tell something to the Lord himself. I mean, this whole world is being run, operated by Bhagwan. So how you tell Bhagwan what to do? So, everybody was hesitating. And just for you to catch a grip on what is going on here is, Bharat's intention was to go and bring back Bhagwan Sri Ram to Ayodhya. This is a lot deeper than just a story. Maybe I should take some time now just to tell you what exactly is happening there inside the mind of Bharat and how this is all connected to our spirituality and bhakti and all of that. So when Bharat returned to Ayodhya, Bharat found that there was some great transgression of dharma. Right? So it is on that pretext. And his mother, he thought his mother did something really bad. And his mother is an evil person. She did a terrible thing, right? So, according to dharma, something was transgressed. There was the breaking of the law of dharma, rule of dharma, like that. So, based on that thing, we should go and bring Bhagwan Sri Ram back to Ayodhya. To set things right, because what happened was not right. So this is on the surface of things. This is how it appears. But deeper than that is, and Tulsidashi speaks about it here, we have seen also, Bharat's love for Bhagwan Sri Ram, even from his childhood. And Bhagwan's reciprocation to Bharat. That is something which was there behind the page, which was there behind everybody's life, and it is there behind the pages of the Ramayana. And nobody would have known that great love Bharat had for Bhagwan Ram, and who exactly Bharat is. He is the Prema Murti Bharat. We saw that phrase also, this same Ramcharitmanas. He is the very incarnation of that love for Bhagwan. I told you, if you take all the love of all devotees that have ever lived, from the dawn of civilization till now, if you take all of the love that all devotees have ever expressed for Bhagwan, and you give a bodily form to all that devotion, all that bhakti, all that love, pray for Bhagwan, that will be Bharat. And if you see Kaikeyi's action in this context, then you'll also realize that Kaikeyi's action also was so good. Because a mother will do anything for a child. And nobody would have known Bharat's love for Bhagwan had this mother not sacrificed her dignity also. Her mother will sacrifice her dignity also for the love of that child. And so, from one standpoint, if she had not done this, nobody would have known this love which Bharat has for Bhagwan. Nobody would have known that Bharat is very incarnation of love for Bhagwan. That would not, whatever happened, the coronation would have taken place. And Bharat would have come back and found, well, there was no transgression of dharma, everything is fine. And he would have continued in the same way as he did from childhood till that time. No mention also. Till that time, no mention of Bharat also. Except in the name, in Namkaran and all these things. You see? So the actions of Kaikeyi gave an opportunity for this incarnation of love itself to display its characteristics and like that, qualities. And here, now, we saw just yesterday or the day before, even King Janak, who is a great Jnani, He praised Bharat profusely. He himself got immersed, lost, drowned in the ocean of love of Bharat. Jnani also. A Jnani is supposed to have samatva, balance, equilibrium, equipoise, not be moved by this or that. But he is totally immersed, drowned in the love of Bharat. So like this we have been seeing, and this is a very long katha. Half of this Kaanda is only on Bharat only. Fittingly so. It should be. Well, Bhakti Shastra as well as Gyan Shastra. No? Not only Bhakti Shastra. I'm not only Gyan Shastra, Bhakti Shastra, Dharma Shastra, everything. So, they all go now to Bhagwan Ram, and Bharat again reiterates what true devotion is in front of Bhagwan Ram also. Now this will be after 300. See there. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Rama.
Sahaj Sneha Swami Sevakai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Swarat Chal Phal Chari Bihai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Ajna Samana Sahib Seva.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
So Prasadu Jana Pavai Deva.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
As kahi prema bi bas bhaye bhari.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Pulak sarir bi lochan bari.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Prabhu pad kamal gahe akulai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Samau snehan so kahi jai.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Jai
Jai
Rama. Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Sahaj Sneha Swami Sevakai. Simple, spontaneous service to one's master. Bharat's words. Huh? But the incarnation of Bhakti is himself speaking. So what is it? Devotion, Bhakti and all. Simple and spontaneous service to one's master. Master means Bhagwan. Or if you are great Guru Bhakta, then Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru in all. Guru is all of them in one. Then Swarath Chal Phalachari Bihai. Casting or relinquishing. Swarath, all selfishness, all deceit, chal, duplicity, all such things, or any desires. Swarat, and then phalachari, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Relinquishing all of it means having single-pointed attention to that master and doing seva. If anybody is capable of doing this, this will be the very zenith of bhakti. This is the idea. Therefore, Bharat, after telling, Agya samana susahiva seva so prasadu jana pavai deva. Hey Deva, O Ram, there is no greater good than serving one's master like this. Therefore, and to obey one's master and do as he says, there is no greater good than that. Therefore, you bless me, give me prasad. What prasad? So prasad janu pavai deva. You give me this prasad. I mean, you command me there, therefore, and tell me what to do. Now, Bharat also has thrown the whole thing back on Bhagavan. You tell me what to do. And this is true devotion. You see, this is, true devotion is, let Bhagavan's will prevail, not let my will prevail. He cannot tell Bhagavan what to do. Bhagavan has to tell him what to do. That is the idea. And I told you now, if the devotee tells Bhagavan what to do, that means to say, the devotee has thereby retained some measure of his individual ego in order to command Bhagavan. But then he is not a fully ripened devotee. He half ripe. He half ripe yet. But a Paka devotee, one who is fully ripe, is one who gets the command from Bhagavan and he acts accordingly, you see. So he tells, Prabhu, you blessed me by give me prasad. What? Your command. Asakahi prema vivasavaya bhari. And like this, overwhelmed totally with love. Pulakasari, the Vilochana Bhari, eyes welled up with tears. This we saw in Balkand also. These are the qualities. His eyes welled up with tears and his hairs to an end. This is the only time our eyes should well up with tears. How we have become, Kaisa hai hum log? We cry for everything in this world except Bhagavan. And what is Shastra telling? We should cry for nothing in this world except Bhagavan. Pura ulta jivan hamare. Ulta means upside down. So Bharat's eyes, see, we saw in Balkan. Mama gun gavat pulak sarira gad gad gira nayan bahanira. Shri Ram Jaya Ram
Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama
Mama gun gavat pulak sarira gad gad gira nayan bahanira.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Singing the praises of Bhagavan with the hair standing on end and tears from the eyes. Bhagavan is instructing, Mama Gunagaon, singing my praises like that. This is the time we should cry. Next time when you're crying, remember this. You should be crying only for भगवान। क्योंकि इस जगत में आपने क्या लेके आया, what you brought, और क्या लेके जाएंगे, what you will take when you are going. You brought nothing and you will take nothing when you are going. Now, why are you crying? You met it here, no? You met everything here or not? So, Bharat here stood on and say exactly thing what Bhagavan is telling. Bharat is manifesting all of this. Prabhupada Kamala Gahe Akulai with great consternation, great what do you call that? Agitation in his mind. He falls on the feet of Bhagavan. Samau Sanehu Na. So Kahi Tulsidas Ji's description. The state of Bharat defies description. The state in which he was when he fell on the feet of Bhagwan. No, when Bharat fell on the feet of Bhagwan like this, anytime this happened, I told you now, anytime anything good happening in the world, always have some people. Anytime anything good happening in the world, it always have some people watching, looking. Now, boy, that thing going too good. Let me mash up that. In Trinidad language, that thing going too good. How dare they make it so good? We have to. No. Indra and all the devatas saw this thing. But Bharat fell on the feet there of Bhagwan Ram and everybody got drowned in love for Bhagwan Ram. And that love overpowers Ram. Rama vivasa. Prema me. Rama also becomes overwhelmed by love. Now, God's Indra and all, they don't like. You see 301. Dekhi dukhari deen duhu samaj nara nari saba maghava mahamalin muye mari mangala chahata. Maghava is Indra. Indra has many names. Maghava. You will see another name of his coming up just now. Pakari. 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 So here Maghava. Maghava. What happened? He saw everybody there drowned in love for Bhagwan. The whole Samaj who had come from Ayodhya, from Janakpur, and all the rishis, munis, everybody who was there, immersed in that. And then also, all of them not sure what will happen. Bhagwan Ram will go back or he will not go back, like this, their mind. And with Tulsidas describes Mahamalin, which is diabolical mind. This is Indra, Maghava. Muye mari mangala chahata. Seeking his own interest, he, and this poetry is like that, he set upon a plan to kill the already dead. Kapata kuchali si vasura raju. He wove all sorts of deceitful plans, kapata kuchali, evil designs, and Suraraju means the key, Indra, para akaja priya, apana kaju. Because his nature is like that. What is it? To see that his interest gets served and wipe out every other person's interest. That is the idea. And my interest should be, look here, the qualities of, I told you now, the qualities of the gods and the devas and asuras, not much difference, Not much difference. You tell me in this Shastras, what evil thing Indra has not done? Many of these stories in this Ramayana, I am not telling you because it's so evil. Which Indra has done. You better go and see for yourself. So the only difference is this thing. Let me tell you. When they get into any trouble, The gods always hold, they think Bhagwan is supreme. Let us go and ask Bhagwan. And the Rakshasas, the Asuras, has this other quality. What? When they get power, they think they are Bhagwan. Eh? And not only that, they want to try out their power on Bhagwan also. You know, Bhasmasur got power, I told Bhagwan, you come here, let me see that thing working. He wanted to put his hand on Bhagwan. So he wanted to outdo Bhagwan himself. You see, Hiranyakashipu, Om Shri Vishnave Namaha, mat kaho. Don't tell Om Shri Vishnave Namaha. What to tell then? Om Shri Kashapave Namaha. You tell Om Shri Kashapave Namaha, you chant my name. Prahlad, little boy, tell no. No. Sometimes it takes a little child only to humble you, you know. Isn't it? This is a real story. Eh? Once I was traveling with our Swamiji in South India. Now in South India, several languages. There's Malayalam language, there's Tamil language, there's Telugu language, there's Kannada language. All these languages are in South. So I was traveling with our Swamiji. So he said, how many languages you know? I said, none. Because in Trinidad also we don't know proper English too. So how much language you know? I said, none. So he said, well, I know 7 languages. I said, what? 7 languages. Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Gujarati, Hindi, English. All. You know, the moment he tells me that, a little child comes up. That child no more than 6 years old. And start to talk to him in Kannada. That's the only one he didn't know. So don't take a little child only to humble you right there. He knows how to reply to a 6-year-old now. So, the small Prahlad humbled that great Hiranyakashipu who wanted to overturn the whole Vedas. All Vedas he wanted to overturn. Why? Because we are supposed to chant the name of Bhagwan Vishnu. You chant my name, not Bhagwan Vishnu. So, like that, sometimes a little child is enough for our, to bring that ego down. So the Rakshasas are like that. What are they? They feel that they are bigger than God now. But that's Asuras. The Devas, when they get themselves in any trouble, they remember God. We need Bhagwan now. The Ramayana started like that. They all went to Bhagwan, isn't it? When Ravan is to go to Bhagwan Shiva, Ravan not going there to ask Bhagwan Shiva, Prabhu, give me a little gyan na. Ravan going there to show off his gyan and his power. He gone there one day and he lift up Mount Kailash too. He lift up the whole Mount Kailash. Parvati, she said, where is that? She said, it started shake. When the whole mountain started shake, Parvati, she asked me, Shri, where is that? He said, me chela come. What chela? You got to show up the power to the Guru? He's supposed to go there and bow. He gonna lift up the whole mountain. You see? That is Rakshas. To go in front of the master and show off this power, that is a different thing. Eh? Anyway, so now, here, this Indra, para akaja priya, apana kahu. You know, he is bent on only seeking his own personal interest and seeing the downfall of others. This is the description of kaka samana. Pakaripu riti. Kakasaman means like a crafty crow. This Indra. Pakaripu, I told you just now. Pakari Pakaripu. He is the enemy of, he is another name for Indra. Riti, Chali, Malin, Katahun, Pratiti. How the crow is like describing the crow. And, oh, just now you'll see Bhagwan Ram also. Some strong lines are there. This Indra is like a crow. What is the crow? Crafty, Malin, malicious. Then Katahun na Pratiti, has faith in nobody. Then what he did, what this Indra did, you know. Bhaya uchat vasa mana thir nahi, chana bana ruchi, chana sadana sohati. He wrought Maya, his power of Maya, on everybody who was there. And all of their mind became distracted and confused. Everybody's mind became distracted and confused. Rama prem atisaya na bichohe. And Tulsidaji describes, beside Bharat and the gurus and some of the ministers and all, everybody else became totally confused and distracted. Few of them saved, the great bhaktas saved. And when their mind became confused, now the people did not know. They like the forest more where Bhagwan Ram is there, or they like Ayodhya more where their house is there. Before, they were very clear, they liked the forest because Ram is here. Duvida manogati praja dukhari saritha sindhu sangama janu pari. Doubt plagued their mind like that. And Bhagwan Ram, I told you some strong lines are there, no? See. Lakhi hiya hasi. Bhagwan seeing the confusion in everybody's mind, Bhagwan laughed. Kaha kripa nidhanu. Well, confusion in everybody's mind caused by Indra. And he smiled. And then a strong line of Tulsidas I told you, from Bhagwan Ram. Sarisa Swana Maghavana Jubanu. Panini Maharaj, when describing Sanskrit grammar, he uses this phrase. Swan is a dog. Maghavan is Indra. And Juban, a youth. Panini says, all three of them, when declining, the word has the same character. It says declining the same way. This is grammar. You may not understand that grammar and all. But anyway, but here Bhagwan Ram uses that Panini phrase to say what? That is Indra. What? Swana Maghavana Yuvan. That is Indra is like that. But like, see, that is a very strong thing, you know. Like a, not a good description, but to tell, like a dog. When Ravan comes there to kidnap Sita ji, again Tulsidas will describe like a dog. So one day I was telling this somewhere, and one Amma told me, Swamiji, why they say about dogs such nice creatures? You're spoiling the name of dog. Dogs are such nice creatures. Tulsidas describes who was saved. Bharat janak muni jana sachiva sadhu sachet bihai Ram sadhu sachet bihai लाज देव माया सबही जथा जोग जन पाय सिया
हर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति
Bharat, Janak, Muni, Bharat, Janakji Maharaj, all the Munis, the ministers of King Dasharatha Maharaj, Sadhu Sachet. The Sachet word should go with all of them actually. Means who were not overwhelmed by Indra's machinations. These people, I mean those who are Sachet, and this is important thing. See, you just have to translate this into ordinary life. Huh? In ordinary life, there are so many distractions, so many confusions, so many plans and malicious intentions and plots and evil design and crafty machinations. So many things in this world. Things that are there ready to steal our mind away. But those who are Sachet means those who are alert, vigilant, awake, those who are very much aware. That person's mind will not be stolen away. So some of the people who were there were like that. So that's why Tulsidaji saved them. But all the other people were affected in some measure to the degree of their unawareness. That is the idea. They were affected by Indra's Maya. But for a person who is very much aware, nothing in this world can affect his mind. Now Tulsidaji. All of them in front of Bhagwan Ram, this thing going on. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bharat Subhaun Sugam Nigam Hu.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Laghumati Chapalata Kabhichamahu.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Kahat sunat sati bhau Bharat ko.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Si Ram pad hoi narat ko.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. And this is for Tulsidas, he is writing for all the devotees now. He says, Bharata Subhavuna Sugama. Bharat's nature, the depth and the profundity of Bharat's love for Bhagwan, he says, even the Vedas cannot comprehend. Because the subtle things in life, actually, we cannot comprehend. The subtlest things in life we cannot comprehend. Laghumati chapalata kabi chamahu. And Tulsidaji says, please pardon me, please excuse me. I am sorry if I cannot explain the profundity of Bharat's love. It is not within my capacity. And so I say sorry. Tulsidaji, chamahu, I beg your pardon. Kahata sunata sati bhav Bharatako. Speaking about the glories of Bharat and listening to the glories of Bharat, who will not develop love for the feet of Bhagwan Shri Ram? Siya Ram padak hoi naratako. Ko narata? This question is asked. Who will not develop love for the feet of Bhagwan Ram if we sing the glories or listen to the glories of Bharat? Then Now in that assembly, Rama spoke. Bole bachana bani saravasu. Say, Rama spoke to everybody now. And remember, Bharat has already asked for the command, the agya. Means you give the command. This is now after 304, 305, after 305, Bhagwan Ram, in his response to Bharat, that was a diversion to talk about Indra's response, how Indra felt. Now, Bhagwan replies to Bharat. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
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 Matu Pita Gura Swami Nidesu.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Sakal Dharam Dharani Dhar Sesu.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
So tum karahu karahu mohu.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Tat tarani kula palak ho.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Sadhak ek sakal siddhi deni.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Kirti sugati bhuti maya beni.
Shri Ram
Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya
Rama.
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Hey Tat. Tat is an affectionate word in Sanskrit, a Sanskrit word. Tata. Bhagwan calls Tata, Arjuna Tata in Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna also calls Bhagwan Tata in Bhagavad Gita. Both. Tat. Matu Pita Guru Swami Nidesu. The command of the mother, the father, and the guru, and the master. All four are given. Matu Pita Guru Swami. Guru Swami. The command of them, Sakala Dharam, to protect or to follow the command of all of them really is the root of all dharma. That is the idea. Just like Dharani Dharasesu, like how Sheshnag holds up the earth, so we should hold up the command. When they give that command, we should take that command in our hand. That is the idea from Bhagwan Rama. So tum karahu. My dear Bharat, you follow the command. And not only that, karavahu mohu. And you help me to follow the command also. This is really the reply, the crux of the matter in the whole reply of Bhagwan Ram to Bharat. It will not be more than this. You follow the command and help me also to follow the command. And the command was that the father had given the word to Kaikeyi, and Kaikeyi asked for the two boons. You just follow that. That is the idea. And one of the boons was I'm supposed to be in the forest. And so you follow and help me also to follow. And this is the greatest expression of leadership you will find anywhere. Those people who study leadership in management and all that, you have to study the Ramcharitmanas. We'll see some of it when you get down to Sundarkan and all. But a leader, even though Bharat is asking for the command, the leader does not talk down on people. The leader doesn't talk to people. The leader talks with people. And he's telling to Bharat, you follow the command and help me also to follow the command. In other words, putting himself at the same level of Bharat. So you're not talking down at somebody. You do that. That is a proper leader. The one who talks down is not a leader. He's a driver. You hear what in Trinidad, you know what is the word? Driver. Because in the old days, they used to have something called a slave driver. Eh? Driver, yeah. So, he's telling to Bharat like this. You follow and help me to follow. Let us follow together, in other words. The word. Tat tarani kula palaka hohu. You become, and he's inviting Bharat to become the savior of the Solar dynasty. Exact his words. Tat tarani kula palaka hohu. So when you will get good name, not me. That is the idea. Sadhaka eka sakala siddhi deni. The following the command of the Guru and the mother, the father and all of this is for a sadhak, he tells to Bharat. For a sadhak, the Kamadhenu, it will bring everything. Any sadhak who follows, it will bring everything to him. Kirati, Sugati, Bhutimaya, Beni. It will bring a confluence of Kirati, means name and fame. Sugati, Mukti. And Bhutimaya, glory, greatness to that person. One who follows like this, who is obedient to the word of the mother and father, the guru and the master, like that. So vichari sahi, sankatu bhari. You think about this, and the great weight which is there on your head, bear it. Bear that weight on your head. In the end, it will be good for you and good for everybody. Karahu praja parivaru sukhari. Make all the people happy by bearing that weight. Bhanti vipati sabahi mohi bhai. It has all come down on me. Tumahi avadhi bhari bari kathinai. But your stay away from me in Ayodhya will be very difficult, but you have to do it. Actually, this is about life also. There are many things in life which we don't want to bear, but we have to bear. Life will present all sorts of things, and you don't want it, but what to say? It will come. And you chose to come here. We all chose to come. Long ago, people used to say, but it's a cook on a chulha. But if you're cooking on a chulha, you must get karika on your body. Eh? Karika, you know? Soot. If you're cooking on a chulha, you must get soot on you. If you have come in this world, you will get things that you don't want to deal with, but you will have to. We will get good and joy and sorrow. Both will come. We will have to deal with them. So he's trying to convince Bharat in this way. You will have to bear this separation from me. And, in other words, stay in that Ayodhya. Jani tumhai mridu kahu kathora. I know you are soft and tender-hearted, and my words are very harsh and overpowering, but Kusamaya tat, the time is like that. Kusamaya. Kusamaya means time is like that. What to do? Some time and some occasions require harsh response and some occasions require soft response. Correct or not? This is real life, eh? No life in the sky or anything. Real life. Up in the air, not up in the air. Ho hi kuthaya subandhu sahai. At this point, Bhagavan is telling to Bharat that a good brother, is one who can be used as a shield also. Now I am using you as my shield to protect me. No, that will also make him feel very good, I am used to protect my Bhagavan. This is wonderful. Oriyahi hat asanihu ke ghai. Like how one puts one hand to block any, like in this case it's thunderbolt. When something is hurled at you, first you put your hand. So the destiny has hurled this thing at me and I am asking you as my protector to shield me. That is the idea. Bhagavan is asking Bharat to shield him. When Bharat hears all of this, he also becomes totally overwhelmed. He understood very clearly what Bhagavan was saying. Bhagavan is saying, go back to, no word like that here. There is no word like that here. Go back to Ayodhya. But he understood very clearly that Bhagavan is telling me to go back to Ayodhya. So Bharat asks in 307, see this. देव देव अभिषेक हित गुर अनुशासन पाई राम गुर अनुशासन पाई आने सब तीरथ सलिलु तेहि कह काहर जाय सिया पर रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सियावर रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम देव देव हे देव Deva Dev means, oh, God of gods, Lord of lords. Deva Dev Abhisheka Hita Guru Anusasana Pai. That when we were coming here, Prabhu, when we were leaving Ayodhya to come here, the Guru had told me to bring this jal. Which jal? Jal? Water, huh? You remember now, in the beginning of this Ayodhya Kaanda, when Dasharatha Ji Maharaj announced that we are going to crown Bhagwan Ram tomorrow, Guru Vasishta had sent dutas everywhere to bring a sacred jal from all the sacred tirath for the abhishek, for the coronation. That jal was there when Bharat came back, because Bhagwan Ram already had left. And the Guru told, take this jal, we'll go in the forest and we'll crown him there. So Bharat is telling that thing now. Prabhu, the Guru made me bring this jal. Now tell me what to do with it. Just give the command. What will do with this jal now? So Bhagwan told to Bharat, you go and ask Atri Muni. Atri Muni, there in Chitrakoot. Atri Muni is the rishi who lives there. Atri and Asuya, you have heard this, all this. You go and you speak to Atri Muni, he will tell you what to do with this jal. Huh? Then before going, Bharat tells one more thing. Ek manorat bara mana mahi savaya sakoch tata kahi nahi. That I have one desire in my mind, Prabhu, but I am a little bit hesitant to tell you. Kahu tat, Bhagavan told you, you tell, don't be hesitant. You tell. Prabhu ayasu pai. And when he got the permission from Bhagavan, he spoke. Bole bani saneha suhai. Bharat spoke. Chitrakoot suchit thalati rathabana khagamriga sara sari nirjhara giri gana. Means I want to go and see all this whole of Chitrakoot. This is a very interesting line. Bharat wants to go and see this whole Chitrakoot and see all the mountains and forests and everything. But a devotee of Bhagwan only wants to see Bhagwan. Why you want to go and see forest and see? And he had been there for so long and he never wanted to go and see any forest or any such thing. And now when it's time to go back, he telling, let me go and see this forest. But the next line is so nice. Prabhupada Ankita Avani Viseshi. That Bhagwan has walked this forest and the whole Chitrakoot here and he has left his footprint everywhere. I want to walk this whole forest and see every footprint that Bhagwan has left. Not to go and see forest really. I want to see Bhagwan's footprint here. And take that dust from that footprint and put on my head. A devotee, say, even if he goes sightseeing, you see? If he goes sightseeing also, he doesn't see the sight. He sees only Bhagwan. That is a true devotee. That is the idea. Ayashoita avo dekhi. So if you give me permission, I will go, Bhagwan. Bhagwan told you, you go. And he went there and met that Atri Muni. And Atri Muni, Bharata Rama Samvad, Suni, Sakala Sumangala Mool. Everybody, of course, listening to all this samvad of Bhagavan Ram and Bharat, they became so immersed in love. Now, more so now the devatas. Those devatas, they were so happy now Bhagavan sent back Bharat to Ayodhya. That they were only waiting for that, They'd sprinkled flowers on it and gone home. They were only waiting for that thing. And Bharat went there and met that Atri Muni. And Atri Muni told, Atrikayehu tava bharatasana, sela sami pasukup. This is 309. There is a well near the Chitrakoot Parvat. A well is there. A very, very famous and divine well. You go and you pour this water in that well. And Atri Muni also blessed him that from today, Bharatakoop ava kahi log. Everybody will call this a Bharatkoop. Koop means well, Koop, Koopa. Koopa, Sanskrit word. Well. So from today, everybody will call this as Bharat Koopa. So you can go there even today to see Bharat Koopa. It will be well if you go to see. In that Chitrakoot area, there's so many things to see. Because Bhagavan dwelled there for 13 or 14 years. And Bharat wants to go and see the footprint. You can still go and see so many things even today. All right. This is... Now, it is not over yet. He still has to get those padukas that he's going to take on his head all the way back to Ayodhya and all of that. So this is still some of the Ayodhya Kaanda left. We shall see tomorrow at the ashram. Tomorrow at the ashram. Okay. So we have been coming to this ashram here for many, many years. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsamuj always take the time to make it so delightful for all of us here. So we say a special thank you to them. Simple bhakti begets greatness. And it is this simple bhakti which protected Sanatana Dharma in Trinidad and Tobago. The simple bhakti of the villages, the simple bhakti of the villagers, that is what protected Sanatana Dharma. And therefore it has become something great, something to grapple with. So we thank the Ram Samuj family for making it so nice here for us, not only today but all in the past also. Okay. Today's Dasha Doha chanting was done by Pandit Yankateshu and his group. We say a very special thank you. Babaji comes very religiously and conscientiously to do this chanting. And again, I refer back to our simple devotion, simple bhakti. Tulsidas, he writes in this Ramayana over and over, we like this phrase, all the way down to Uttarkand, we see, Sarala Subhavana Mana Kutilai. Saral Subhavana Mana Kutilai means simple nature, means live simply, do simple things, and remove from the mind all the duplicity and all the other things. That is the idea. All right. We'll present our today's prasad to Mrs. Ram Samuj. Here is the whole Ramayana on a flash drive with more than 500 hours of these courses we did in 2017-18, 2 years for all of you here. All right, I'll tell a few announcements and then we'll have vote of thanks by Sharda ji. Our Samashti Hanuman Puja is coming up at the ashram on the 16th of April. We'll have 108 Bedis lined up like this and we'll all do Hanuman Puja together, simultaneously. 16th April. You have to call up the ashram to book one of those Bedis. Chai Sanmelan, our annual Chai Sanmelan, on the 30th of May, we'll resume this year, 30th of May. You have to come and try. I told now we have 3 varieties of chai. One is the ordinary chai which we've been having for all of these years. The second chai is called as kulhat chai. You drink chai in a clay pot. There is a science behind that also. I have explained in satsang previously. And the third is called as khadak chai. Khadak chai means, that is damadam chai. I mean, that chai will knock you. When you take one shot, the Kundalini Shakti will hit the 6th chakra. You have to come and try it out. Strong chai. Correct chai means strong chai. In July, we have a residential camp at the ashram. Residential camp, 20th to 24th of July. You have to come and stay there for the 5 days. This is a very great way to develop this detachment from home. Because every sadhak will have to go through this in his spiritual journey, to detach from home. Nijagrahat vinirgamyatam. The scriptures say. All right. That's it. We'll see. We'll call now on Sharda Jadu to give the vote of thanks for tonight, and then we'll conclude with Arati.
Swamiji,
Hari.
my revered Guruji, Swami Prakashananda, members of the Chinmaya mission, and devotees. It is my profound pleasure to thank you tonight, Swamiji, for expounding so beautifully. I sat there and I just listened as if I was in the story itself.
Wow.
On a side note, Swamiji, I must mention that this humble temple is home to the first Dharmacharya of Trinidad and Tobago, the late Pandit Basdev Misr.
Wow.
Okay, so I thank you again, Swamiji, and I wish everyone a safe journey home. Light refreshments were prepared for everyone to take with them on their way home. Okay, Hari.
Hari. That is the best vote of thanks overall. Let us all stand for Aarti. आरती श्री रामायण जी की
आरती श्री रामायण
कीरति कलितल लित सियपी
कीरति कलितल
गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद
वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद
सुख सलकाय शेष प्रसारद बरनी पवन सुत कीरतिनी
पवन सुत
आरती श्री
गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस
शास्त्र सब ग्रंथ
मुनि जन धन संतन को सर्वस सार अंश सम्मत सबही
आरती श्री
गावत संदत शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी
बोलो शंभु भवानी
शंभु भवानी
शंभु भवानी
शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी शंभु शंभु भवानी शंभु शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी
शंभु भवानी
गावत संदत शंभु भवानी गावत संदत
शंभु भवानी
अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि पद्य पठानी व्यास आदि काग भूषुंदिग हृदय रोग भव मूढ़ितमी दात्मात सब विधि तुलसी की दात्मात सब
विधि तुलसी
श्री श्री राम
तीरथ कली
शंभु भवानी अरे शंभु भवानी बोल शंभु भवानी बोल शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी गावत संतत शंभु भवानी गावत संतत शंभु भवानी गावत संतत शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी शंभु भवानी बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव की जय मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलायतनो हरि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ॐ बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हरि ओम
गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरम् गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै